I'm Rabbi Shaul Rosenblatt. Welcome to the Tikkun Weekly podcast. This week's Parsha is Balak, and it has in it one of the most fascinating stories in the entire Torah. Just a little background. The Jewish people have been attacked by various nations along their way as they go from Egypt to Israel, and Balak, who's the king of Moab, is nervous, and justifiably so, but nervous nevertheless that the Jewish people are going to attack him, and wants to do something to stop him. He sees that militarily nobody's been able to even come close, so he thinks spiritually perhaps he might have a chance. He hires this prophet, necromancer, magician, whatever you want to call him, called Bilam, to go and curse the Jewish people. And he does so. And the story goes that Bilam's he asked God if he could go or not, and God said, I don't think it's a good idea, but he went anyway. And along the way, he's riding on his donkey to go and curse the Jewish people. And God sent an angel with a sword in his hand to suggest that he perhaps discontinue his journey. Not a good idea. At any rate, Bilam doesn't see this angel. And however, his donkey does. And his donkey brushes him up against the wall and doesn't want to go and gets scared and sees an angel with a sword in his hand. The donkey gets a bit nervous. Bilam starts beating the donkey and pushing the donkey and fighting the donkey to go forward. And at a certain point along the way, shockingly so, the donkey just suddenly starts speaking to Bilam, speaking to him in his finest Moabese language, and tells Bilam there's an angel. At which point Bilam sees the angel and has a little chat with the angel. The angel tells him not to go. Bilam says he wants to go anywhere, and off he goes on his merry way. It's really a bizarre story, but I do believe there's a profound message inherent within it. And that is that Bilam wants to go and curse the Jewish people because there's a lot of money involved. Balak is paying him an astronomical sum, but he knows he shouldn't. He knows it's not the right thing to do. And he really knows that he's not going to be successful at doing so anyway, but he's desperate to do it. And he doesn't, it's not that he can't see the angel in the way. He doesn't want to see the angel in his way. And when we human beings are desperate not to see something, then even a donkey can be more intelligent than us. Even the most stupid of animals has the ability to see things that we just can't see. When we are intent on creating our own realities, when we're intent in creating a reality that's different than what we know is real, even a donkey can see reality better than we can. And it happens to the best of us. You think about relationships. We get ourselves involved in relationships that we know are ridiculous, that we know are going nowhere, that we know are only going to end up with pain in the end. But we rush headlong in, nevertheless. The way we treat our loved ones sometimes, we treat them in a way that we wouldn't want to treat our worst enemies. We know that it doesn't make any sense, and yet we do it. We're running to accomplish things in life, but if we think about it, we're not exactly sure what we're running to. We're in a big hurry though, but we're in a hurry to go somewhere that we're not exactly sure why we're going there in the first place. And we will consistently, unfortunately, compromise our values for things that we know will bring us no lasting benefit, that we know will bring us nothing in the long run. And we know it, and we're certain of it, and yet we do it nevertheless. It's when a human being doesn't want to recognize realities, when a human being doesn't want to recognize what's true, there is no animal in this world that is more selfish, more inconsistent, more stubbornly stupid than a human being. Our mind is an incredible gift, a really incredible gift, the most incredible gift that we have. If we use it honestly, humbly, truthfully, it will always lead us to what's right. If we don't, if we use it for our own subjective, to follow our own subjective and rationalize our own subjective desires, then even a donkey can make more sense of this world than we will. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom. If you're interested in finding out more about Tikkun, and what we do, what we teach, please log on to our website, tikkun.co.uk. Thank you.